welcome back. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Definitely another amazing night. We're going to get into exactly how the NBA continues to be scripted directly, exactly by the numbers that we speak about on a daily basis. And we're also going to cover some additional things about the World Series that just came across our desk. For anybody new here, we speak about gematria, which is a numerical code directly attached to the English alphabet and language. For those of you not familiar, there are several previous videos you can check out on the channel to get more familiar with it and see more examples of exactly what we do and how consistent these numerical patterns show up throughout the MLB, NBA, NHL, NFL, college basketball, UFC, etc., etc. Whole bunch of examples, so I implore you guys to check them out for all the coincidence theorists, for all the naysayers, aka the haters out there. Have fun with all the content on the channel. Appreciate all the new viewers, the new members. If you're not already a member, the link will be in the description for you to join up. And definitely become a part of the community and what we continue to do and benefit yourself at least a little bit financially and take a little bit of stress away from your daily activities and your daily life. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get into exactly what we decided to do yesterday. I wanted to make this video last night, but decided to hold off and give it to you guys today because it was pretty clear cut, easy, simplistic riddle, very, very beneficial line. And let's get into it. Once again, we decided to attack the NBA, and we'll get into exactly why. So, congratulations for everybody who decided to follow our lean yesterday of the San Antonio Spurs to defeat the Orlando Magic and become 3-6 on the season. The San Antonio Spurs were about a minus 150 money line favorite, which still falls within that range that we like to focus on. That gives us a pretty good return on investment without exposing us too much to anything that could necessarily hurt our wallets. We don't like to range within over a 180 or 190 money line favorite. We will never give out minus 250, minus 300, minus 400 money line teams. That's very, very unrealistic and irresponsible to recommend such games. That's not what we focus on in this community. We like to attack games that give a positive return on your investment, or at least responsibly stay within a range that doesn't, potentially put you in the red. So the San Antonio Spurs, like we said, were a minus 150 money line favorite. The game did start out with Orlando taking kind of an early lead, but you would have had to be very quick on the gun to take advantage of a little bit of a better price. Orlando took about a 5-point lead, and so there was about a 2-3 minute window for all the live sharks and veterans to jump on about a minus 120, minus 110 San Antonio Spurs money line favorite to come back and win the game. But again, that was early in the game, so you would have had to been very, very quick on your guns. But the reason we love this game so much with everything else on the slate was because of the San Antonio Spurs to become 3-6 on the season. Now, for anybody who doesn't follow this channel, 36 is always a number we like to pay attention to, especially on a Friday, for a couple different reasons, but mainly because Friday equals 36 in the purest cipher. This blue cipher right here is one of the most important, if not the most important. And as you guys can see, Friday equals 36 in the purest cipher, as well as in reverse full reduction as well. So always a key number on Friday. And the Spurs with a win became 3-6 on the season, like the number 36. Friday equaling 36. And then we looked ahead, because it's always very important to look ahead at who the team they are facing next. San Antonio Spurs are playing the Thunder, which equals 36, and not only just the important cipher full reduction, but reverse full reduction as well. So it made perfect sense for the Spurs to defeat the Orlando Magic to become 3-6 on the season on Friday, which equals 36, heading into the game against the Thunder, which equals 36 in the purest cipher. Very, very telling. Again, another pretty beneficial line for you, depending on when you decide to take advantage of it. But once again, the Orlando Magic became 2-8 on the season, like the number 28. And what's really important about that is because we know 28 is the seventh triangular number. We always speak about paying attention to numbers and their relationships. 28, seventh triangular number, and if you look ahead on the Orlando Magic schedule, their next game is Sunday, November 7th. So on the 7th, and it also is at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So the Orlando Magic, with a loss, became 2-8, like the number 28, the seventh triangular number. Their next game is on the 7th day of the month, also at 7 p.m. Eastern. So it was a bunch of sevens there, and we figured that it did make perfect sense for them to become 2-8, playing on the 7th, like the number 28. Also, just adding another a layer to that, Greg Popovich, well, not Greg Popovich, but let's take a look at, so the San Antonio Spurs versus the Orlando Magic. This game, obviously the game yesterday already registered, but what we liked about it was because yesterday's game was the 67th meeting all time between the Spurs and the Orlando Magic. And as you guys can see, the Orlando Magic stayed on 19 wins. 67 is the 19th prime number. 67th meeting, perfect sense for them to stay on 19 wins versus a team in the San Antonio Spurs that equals 190. In numerology, 0 has no value, so 190 could be looked upon as the number 19. And just to show you another layer of why the number 19 is so important and prominent with not only the Spurs organization, but their players, we took a further look at Greg Popovich. So Greg Popovich's wife passed away Wednesday, April 18th, 2018. But as you guys can see in this article, it was reported on the 19th day of the month. And she also passed away at the age of 67. 67, the 19th prime. So this was just another layer and another clue, proving once again why this number is so significant to this specific team. Again, the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs for probably the last 20 years, 15 to 20 years, has been Greg Popovich. Said goodbye to his wife at the age of 67, the 19th prime, and it was reported Thursday, April 19th, on the 19th day of the month. So, putting all that together, yesterday made up a perfect recipe for the San Antonio Spurs to defeat the Orlando Magic, keeping them on 19 all-time wins in the 67th meeting. Very, very prominent. Very, very amazing to have another successful day, another flawless day. Again, we only put out one play, which was the San Antonio Spurs to defeat the Orlando Magic. And, it's a back-to-back successful days, clean sheets, not just winning days, but flawless days, perfect days. And it's always humbling when that can happen. Definitely want to appreciate it. And salute to the entire community for taking advantage once again of these scripted sports outcomes. Had to bring you another example of this because as you guys can see, the number 67 and 19 is just so prominent with this organization. That the actual coach lost his wife at the age of 67, which I felt was just amazingly not coincidental, but just another clue to exactly what's going on in these sports leagues. So once again, salute to everybody that took advantage of yesterday's plays. San Antonio Spurs defeating them, the Orlando Magic. And speaking once again about the World Series, so I wanted to bring you guys this so you guys are aware of it. And for all the naysayers and the haters, I'll just show you guys right quick. Don't want to give away the content exactly, but as you guys can see, the San Antonio Spurs was the play yesterday. But just taking it a step further about the current World Series that just recently passed, Vince Scully, who's a longtime announcer for the broadcaster for the Los Angeles Dodgers, he tweeted this yesterday. He said, "Would you believe in the year of Hank Aaron passed away that the Atlanta Braves won 44 games before the All-Star break? They won 44 games after the All-Star break, and then they won the World Series in the 44th week of this year." Obviously, Hank Aaron, of course, wore the number 44, and he just adds insult to injury by saying maybe the Braves had a secret weapon after all. So this is so significant. These 44s that were all over the 44 games before the All Star break, 44 after the 44th week of the year, and Hank Aaron is Mr. 44. He wore the number 44, died on a 44 date numerology, and the Atlanta Braves became champions on the day of on All Souls Day, which is a day to commemorate the departed. And as you guys can see, the word champions equals 44 in the purest cipher. So, not only are they doing it so blatant, but now they're even bringing you, they're bringing the examples to Twitter and to other social platforms and just reiterating it and throwing it directly in your guys' face and hoping you guys don't notice, how obvious it is. But this is way beyond obvious. The 44 is all across the board in the 44th week of the year. Champions equals 44, and Hank Aaron was Mr. 44. So, once again, just another layer to what they continue to do on a daily basis. And for anybody who didn't know, all season, and it says it right here, all season at the Atlanta Braves Stadium, which is called Truist Park, they featured a giant number 44 in the grass. So they were paying homage to Hank Aaron all throughout the year, number 44, and also did a direct tribute with him prior to Game 3, where Hank Aaron's wife and children were presented to you during the pregame, and they threw out the ceremonial first pitch. So it definitely was all there blatantly for the taking for everybody who was paying attention. Fabio, shut your mouth. So just more blatant evidence for you guys to pay attention to. And just taking it one step further, for anybody that follows my community, I just wanted to show people that I put this piece of work out exclusively on October 17th. And what I pointed out was that the only baseball game on for that specific day, October 17th, 10/17, numerology 0 has no value, so 10/17 could be looked at as 117. But the only game on that day was the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Atlanta Braves. I said today was 10/17, like 117. The year of the 117th World Series, Dodgers equals 117. The World Series equals 75, and that day, October 17th, left 75 days remaining in the year. And I made people, I pointed out to them that the eventual World Series champions could be possibly playing on that day. And that narrowed it down to just two teams, the Los Angeles Dodgers or the Atlanta Braves. And at that point, the Atlanta Braves were still plus $450 to win the World Series. So, once again, all over on top of the riddle of exactly what was going on. And I hope a bunch of people definitely took advantage of what we pointed out. And I know people did because we get the messages and we see, the shout outs and everything like that. So salute to you guys. You guys know exactly who you are. I just wanted to show you guys, just show the community, the general community and YouTube as well, that we're always constantly paying attention. And definitely there's levels to gematria when it comes to using it the correct way, paying attention to specific days and what's going on, and also just the experience that one has, using and decoding this work. So if you guys aren't familiar, that's my Twitter right there. That's also my Instagram handle, so you guys can reach out to me on all social medias. It's that name on everything. So appreciate you guys once again for tuning in, and definitely enjoy your weekend. Have a safe weekend. Continue to support those who genuinely support you. And as we love to say on this channel, gematria at its finest. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Take care and be very, very cautious of the frauds out there. There are a lot of people perpetuating a fraud and using gematria as a scapegoat to shield from the scam that they're specifically pulling on people who are not fully versed in this work. So be very aware of what's going on. Ask questions. Investigate and pay attention to people's character. On that note, we're gonna get up out of here. Take care of yourselves, and I look forward to another amazing month, another successful winning month, as well as we're already off to another great start in this 2021-2022 NBA season. So take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.